And now, the conclusion.
As you guys are looking at the front door, you hear the Jeffries tubes burst open.
Shit.
Shrek malts, 4
I was gonna say there's 10.
come out
That's
of
10 Shrek malts.
Yep.
Come out of, we'll say, the lower Jeffries tube on the
So like right
upper
on the upper deck?
No, not on the upper deck, but
So
looking
the
at the
top-
first floor.
Top left.
The top left corner, yep.
Oh, that little
So that line
over
on the
there.
back of the top left corner is the Jeffries tube.
Just
they're coming
kind
out
of-
us.
So to set up for our viewers' minds, you guys are at the panels. Loxus is at the front door by the panels. There's the warp core, and then there is, directly behind the warp core is this entrance to the Jeffries tube, and this is where 4 more Zrek malts come out. Now, where is
Chazir's gonna be
Chazir?
Chazir's gonna be in the middle between the two.
Okay.
The two
I was
entries.
I was
Jeffrey
imagining
tubes.
myself kind of opposite where you're saying they're coming out of those Jeffrey tubes. So I thought the Jeffries tube was like the little trapezoid down on the bottom.
That is the elevator.
That's the-
to get up to the second floor.
So
and those
I'm
double lines is a ladder.
Okay, so I envisioned myself closer to that elevator then.
Okay. So then I would be on the other panel then.
Yeah,
so I'd be
'cause-
right by Shrek.
Yeah,
Maltz.
I would see myself being at that panel when I tried to fuck with him.
Yeah, and then right in the middle against the wall is where Chazir is installing
Chazir's
bread box.
Okay. So they come spilling out of the Jeffries tube, and they have, what are they equipped with?
Disruptor style weapons?
Oh no!
No, that's right. They're equipped with like electrified lances or spears.
Shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Some
and
Star
they
Wars
take
shit.
Yeah.
they take a look at Chazir messing around with his bread box, and they start hissing. And we'll say that's their turn. So Loxus.
I say step aside and let these guys fuck Chazir up.
That's really honorable.
There's nothing we
That's
can
very
do.
honorable of you.
Very, yes.
Anyway.
Yeah. Well, the people behind, or the people behind the force field, they're fine, right?
Yeah, they can't get to you right now.
They're cool. I mean, you said there were 4 coming from the back?
Yeah.
Yep. And if you look at them, you notice there are 3 that kind of look like, you're playing Final Fantasy. There's 3 of them that look like standard warriors. And there's one that's a little bit bigger. His electrified spear is a little bit cooler looking.
Mm-hmm.
Got the red armor.
Can I like make movement, but not super fast?
Yeah, so that's the great thing about Fate is there's no movement speed. They set up movement in like zones. For you guys, so the first floor engineering is going to be 1 zone. Outside the hallways and the upper deck of engineering will be a second zone, and you can move in between 1 zone for free. If you want to move beyond more than 1 extra zone, then there's something, but right now that's not an option you guys have. So anywhere you move, not an issue.
Okay.
For this whole encounter. You don't have to worry about movement rules. You guys are nimble enough, cool enough, main character-y enough to be able to get up and down ladders, move through engineering, no problem.
Okay, because I
do sweet rolls.
I want to go over there and I want to make sure that they don't fuck up Homeboy too much, right? Because he is
Okay,
Starfleet. Yeah. He's, I don't want to get in fucking trouble. I also, man, he stole their shit. So,
Well, that's what we think. I mean, we're making a pretty strong assumption. I'm just saying. I mean, it does make sense, but...
I mean, it ain't our shit,
I'm not the smart one, okay? I'm banking on y'all to be the intelligence here. So
I'm a paranoid, so...
I'm dumb. That's all I'm saying.
You're
not
smart
so
enough.
smart.
Hey, you're smart enough to make it through Starfleet Academy. You're not dumb.
That's true.
But you might be dumb in comparison to all us.
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
You are Starfleet smart.
Yeah.
You obviously were smart enough to get into Starfleet. You passed the test. You passed the basic engineering test. You passed the stress test. Like, you're smart enough to get into Starfleet, which is actually pretty smart. That's smarter than the average person.
Heck yeah.
So,
Smarter than
I mean,
your
getting into
average person.
Starfleet's hard, right?
Yeah, no, okay, fine. I'm just saying in comparison. Not
You have a different skill set.
brightest.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's very true.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
not why I'm here, people.
Okay, so you're going towards Chazir.
I'm going towards Chazir. Yep. I want to make sure that he doesn't get his ass handed to him.
Okay.
But you're not going to make any attacks or anything on this roll. On this turn.
Yeah. I mean, unless he looks like he's in imminent danger. If I don't, no,
Well.
I'm gonna try to protect him. I don't know, Susie. Is he in imminent
Right now, they're
danger?
just hissing.
Yeah,
they're just
not right
hissing
now.
currently.
Yeah, I kind of want to get in the middle and be like, all right, calm down, boys.
Yeah. So you insert yourself between the
Meat shield.
Zrekmalts
Just
and
meat shield
Chazir.
me.
There you go.
And that is basically, as far as we'll say, that gives Chazir if they attack Chazir, not you, that'll give him a +2 to his defense. So if they attack you instead, we'll figure that
Right.
out. Okay, so who's that bring us to? Oh, well, he kind of pees himself a little. You don't know that, but I'm just for the record, canonically, he definitely pees a little.
Pee smell like
Lavender.
Come out of.
arms, spits, his armpit.
His armpits.
Lavender arm
Yeah,
pee?
so his underarms start emitting lavender
Nice.
smell.
Delightful.
It's very pleasant.
Really
actually.
calming.
Among his own people, it's a very stressful smell, but to the rest of you, you're like, what's that?
Somebody lighted incense right now? What the fuck?
But he'll keep working on, now that Loxus is between him and the Zrekmalts, he'll keep putting in the bread box. And on this turn, he finishes. So he's done with the bread box, and that'll be his whole turn.
Okay. Yeah.
Penny.
If I go over and look at what he's done installing, am I going to be able to tell anything about it?
I mean, you'll be able to see that it's fully installed like any other bread box in an infinite transponder.
Any other bread box.
Well, any other bread box and any other infinite transponder, right?
Right.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I am...
It looks pretty normal when you look at it. We'll just say
Right.
that.
I'm here on orders to protect Chazir and to bring him here, so I will go stand shoulder to shoulder with Lox and prepare for battle against the four. Again,
Zrekmalts.
Zrekmalts. Yes, the Zrekmalts. I am not firing on them, though, because, again, they're just hissing. So.
Right. Posa.
This is your turn to be Paul Rudd in Wet Hot American Summer.
Yeah.
But the situation has changed.
Yeah, I
since
mean,
then, so
I'm the whole time I've just been like, you know, and like pushing buttons and clicking stuff in. But then he's done, and I go, okay, and I kind of sigh a little bit, and then I look around, and my first.
You didn't even realize that there was Zrekmalts in engineering up until now. You look up and you're like, holy shit.
Yeah. And I go, oh.
Yeah, she was too busy being exasperated.
Yeah. I go, oh shit, okay, cool. And I feel like I'm close enough, or at least I take a couple steps towards him, kind of nudging Lox or Penny kind of out of the way, and I want to lean in to Chazir and be like, it's in, we've connected it now, whatever this thing is, it's gonna do whatever it's doing. What the fuck, dude? Why are there people here? What do they want? Do they want this thing? Why do you have this thing? Why are you installing it? I want to kind of intimidate him in a way to be like, can you fucking, what the fuck?
Sure.
Forceful?
I was just trying to see, like, what kind of action that would be. I guess you're trying to create an advantage.
I do have a +2 when I cleverly create advantages when in heated confrontation with someone.
There you go. Yeah,
I think it's
so...
I put a little note on your character sheet when I was putting it into Susie's box.
Yeah.
That cleverly isn't something you generally do in a heated manner. So I was thinking flashy or forceful might be a better...
Flashy or forceful would be better. I agree.
Flashy, I got nothing. Forceful, I got a +1. So I can do forceful.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, that makes more sense. So rewrite your stunt to do forceful.
Forceful. Okay.
I
That's
think
fine,
that
because
makes more
clever was
sense.
+2, so forceful +1, that's fine. Okay, so basically I'm gonna try and, like, intimidate him into fucking spilling the beans. Yeah, motherfucker!
Okay.
3 pluses, 1 negative, so that's 2 pluses, plus 1 is 3 total.
Okay. So I was going to say you could use your invocation on the tech you're using since it's related to that, but you don't need to. We'll say you're creating or discovering a new aspect in the situation. That aspect is, what would we say? We'll say, Chazir is now rattled.
Okay.
He's not going to be able to defend himself from attacks. He's peeing more out of his arms.
More lavender.
More lavender.
Calming us down more.
Yeah.
He's very helpless now. So you've intimidated him into being rattled.
Okay.
So, and you succeeded with style. So you get 2 free invocations on it later, on him being rattled until the end of the scene.
2 plus the one I already had, or?
So the other invocation you have is specifically related to the alien tech, because you scanned it. You have 2 invocations on scaring the hell out of Chazir.
Yeah.
Did we gain any further knowledge as to what the fuck Chazir did with this?
Yeah, did I just...
bread box?
No, because he hasn't said
made him pee
anything.
more.
He hasn't
just
said
pissed.
anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm pretty satisfied with that, but...
His next turn, on his turn, he'll, based on what Posa's done to him, and based on what the Zrek malts do, he may spill some beans.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, so it's...
He's just shaking now in his boots.
Quaking in my
Or
boots.
without the boots, because they don't fit on his weird feet.
True, he has no boots. All right, Shakel.
Okay, so I'm at the panel closest to the Zrek malts, so I feel like I'd not stay there. That I would move maybe over to this panel in the middle, facing the warp core, and I want to bring a force field up around the warp core so that if phaser fire happens, I mean, does that just exist at all times?
Does red alert
Do you think red alert would raise a force field around the warp core?
I don't think so, because you always hear, like, Geordi commanding that sort of thing,
Okay, so
right?
yeah, I raise a force field around the warp core in case someone starts shooting. I don't want them to hit the core.
I mean, there is always sort of force field, I think, around the core.
Yeah, so you can't just, like, jump into it.
Right, just in
or
general.
I feel like there's a
Right,
secondary
but-
force field that I've...
I was going to say, there's probably an
reinforced
extra one for, yes.
Okay, so I do that, and I don't know if that's my whole turn, but I obviously have my phaser drawn since the start of the confrontation. I'm going to just maybe take cover behind that panel after doing that, and keep my phaser pointed at, take my phaser out. I mean, I don't know if those guys are going to break through the thing behind me or what, but I'm going to keep my phaser at the ready and just raise a force field around the warp core to protect it.
Okay. So Longbottom takes cover with you.
Okay.
And she says, "What the hell?" And that's her turn.
Yeah, bro, what the hell?
Long bottom. She's not the fastest. The sharpest knife in the...
So, the Zrek malts behind the force field door, while you're not paying attention, they pull out a device and they interface it into the door controls, and that gets the force field to go down.
Slimy motherfuckers.
So those 6, that takes their turn, but they've got the force field on the door down. And they're just kind of hovering in the door now. The 4 that are by all of you guys, they actually talk, and now the Universal Translator has finally picked up on their series of hissing and weird chirping dinosaur noises they make. And they look at Lox.
Sexy dinosaur
and they
noises.
say,
Yeah.
yeah, sexy dinosaur noises. They look at Lox and they say, "Give us our..."
That's it?
I just kept waiting, like,
Yes.
blinking. Blink.
What do you call it? Zobdreb back.
The bread box?
Yes! That man stole it from us! Our ship cannot go until we get it back!
Oh. So how'd they get here?
Can I call in, old captain? Can I delete whoever's in fucking command, whoever's in charge?
That's a good question.
I mean, she's awake.
And be like,
This time.
hold up, dudes, I feel you.
We hate this asshole too.
Yeah. He's been a right pain in our asses. You just hold on. I feel you. Access to Captain Takov.
Or Captain.
Captain Takov.
Yeah. Your last name is Agug, right?
Agug. Yeah. Agug.
Yeah. Lieutenant Agug, what is the situation? And I will say, it did sound a little excited coming from a Vulcan. I will let you know that. Lieutenant Gug, I mean, what is the situation down there? Have you encountered this Wreckmalt? Our sensors show that there are 10 of them down there. We know nothing about them. We all know nothing about we know next to nothing about them.
Yeah, sir.
Ship's fucked, Captain!
Yeah. They're here. They're upset. Apparently, Shrinkle? What's his name? Chazir. Chazir. So Chazir apparently stole some of their technology from their ship, and they want it back.
Oh.
Twinkle.
Well, this is quite a sticky diplomatic situation then. We did not detect any phaser fire being shot. Is that correct?
That's correct. We've all kept it
Not inside
nice and
engineering.
safe.
Well, do what you can to keep them from shooting.
No problem.
I will send Commander... Oh, God, we don't have a commander for the ship
We
yet.
have Lieutenant Commander Rogers, who was at some point in charge of the bridge when Takov was taking a nap.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah, but you have a second in command, right?
There's gotta
You
be
have
a number two.
Yeah, I
We
don't
do
think
not
he was
have-
number 2.
We don't have...
I
a
will
number
send-
1, rather.
Oh, yeah.
Right. I will send Commander Hawking down.
Who's in my...
Is it Stephen
Who's
Hawking?
in my crew?
So that's what she says. She basically tells you to keep it from escalating any further if at all possible. As she's telling you that, the panels start to light up like a frickin' Christmas tree with all sorts of warnings.
Oh no.
And engineering is in full-blown emergency mode now.
Of course. Somebody unplug that goddamn thing.
I should have used my +2 to fucking stop him from installing this.
Well, he's like pissed himself, right? So he's not
doing
using it.
It's
technically
installed,
yet.
though. It's installed.
It's installed.
I had to help him install it begrudgingly.
Me and Longbottom are by the panel. Maybe we could do something when it gets to us.
I'm gonna continue to like, intimidate the shit out of him, so...
Yeah, so Chazir actually, since he didn't die this round, and you intimidated him, he'll say, "I'm so sorry! This technology, it wasn't yours either! You stole it just like I did! What's the difference?" And that's what he says as he's kind of cowering near the bread box.
Oh my god. It doesn't matter. I don't care what they did.
A penny.
Okay, so since the Universal Translator's up, I asked them what it is, what this technology is to them.
All right. Well, They'll give you a short answer. They'll say, your scientist is technically correct in that we do not fully understand it ourselves. We did not develop the technology.
Okay.
Useful.
Penny's kind of useless right now. Like, is that a whole lot
Okay.
that I can do?
I mean, you know Engineering 101. I don't know if you want to go over the panels and start trying to mitigate damage, or...
Okay, yeah, since I'm between them, so I'm kind of by the panel, right? Like, is it the panel that's at the top of the warp, like where...
Oh yeah, there's the 2 panels on each side of the warp core. You could certainly get over to
Okay,
one of
so
those.
I go over to one of the panels and see if there's anything I can do.
As you do that, one of them will kind of like train his lance on you, but he won't attack
I was
you.
gonna say, if you come towards me, there's none of them are by me. I'm on the bottom, technically, control panel.
Okay, so I would be at the one right across from you then?
Yeah, you would be the one where Danny is.
Oh, Danny's there already.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll
or
go
at least
over.
close to it.
I'll go over to where Shakel is and see if there's anything I can do to help her.
I mean, remember that we are all in Starfleet, but we're all a bunch of fuck-ups.
Yeah.
So...
And this isn't my ship at all. Like, I don't know anything
Yeah.
about the ship. I'm here to bring Chazir.
Yeah, and, I mean, if you want to make up something fucking weird to do, then you can do it. You don't have to follow any real rules right now.
Right.
I'm not.
What did I miss?
Penny's just trying to figure out what the heck she's doing in this
Yeah,
situation.
I'm just kind of spinning in circles right now, trying to figure out, okay, Chazir is fine. He's just in a puddle of his, lavender pee from his armpits. And so the other Zrek malts are still outside, and that force field is holding, right?
No, they
Nope,
took it
that
down.
force field came down, and they're starting to kind of shoulder their way in through the door. They haven't actually breached the door yet, but they will next round.
Okay, then I'll...
I mean, you can keep talking to them.
Yeah. Even though they're not giving me any information?
Well, yeah, I mean, like, my thought is you can try and be like, try and talk them down a little bit. I mean, they're not attacking us, which is good. Mm-hmm. And we're not technically attacking them.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. I'll keep talking to him since I am a cunning linguist. That's part of my,
Exactly.
skill set. So, okay. So I...
Yeah. Do you have a stunt or anything for that?
Not yet.
I thought you did.
Okay.
I did. I didn't write it down. That's right. When I was talking to you, I did come up with one. It was that...
Yeah.
Oh, hell. What was it?
Something about talking. I don't know.
I think it was I would get... Since I am very good with words, because I'm really good with words... I get a +2 when I cleverly try to mitigate a situation with my words.
Sounds
I
good to
think
me.
that's what the stunt was. Sure. Okay, so I'm trying to talk to them to talk them down, so...
I was just trying to decide if clever or flashy is the better. Are you
Or
trying
even
to...
careful. I don't know.
No, not
No,
careful.
not careful. I think this is heat of the moment, right? So, I think either clever or flashy would work, depending on which. Either it's a very different flavor whether you're
true.
doing it cleverly or flashy. Cleverly is, I think, more. Flashy would be like more charismatic negotiation.
Which I think,
Clever is more.
I feel like flashy. What is your flashy score?
2.
You should do flashy.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Clever
flashy
is
is
typically
my
Vulcan.
charisma.
But as I
You're charismatic
understand
as
it,
shit.
Absolutely.
as I understand it, you're not
Okay.
a typical Vulcan.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, yep. Okay,
Yep.
so that's it.
Yeah. So give me a flashy
So I roll
roll.
the 4, right?
Yeah.
All
Yep.
four.
Cool. 2 nothings, a positive and a negative. So I got big fat neutral. However,
Plus 2.
2
So that's
for
a
my
success
flashy
anyway.
score, and then +2 for my stunt, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, so I got
Yep.
4.
Jesus.
Oh
This is
yeah.
the style.
So you were. Oh yeah. So we'll count that as an overcome. You're trying to keep. Basically, you're trying to keep them from attacking. So you generate a boost, which means that's a one-time invocation. It's boosts are confusing to me. I always look them up and I always forget what they are. So basically, you create an aspect that only lasts one round. So you basically you talk them down for a round, but not the whole encounter. So the next round, they may raise their hackles again. But you get that. And it only lasts one round. Okay, so that was Penny Posa. So you've successfully talked them down for this round.
What did you say? What do you think you used?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what did you say?
Well, I just tried to talk to them about where they stole it from and where they're from and what their story is. Kind of just tried to relate to them and distract them, yes, as their sexy dinosaur selves. Like, what's your story? Where are you from? Why are you stealing
Do you come
this
here
stuff
often?
too? Yeah, I come here often on the starships and shit.
A bit of a charm, a bit of a distract.
I was like, this isn't my ship either. I totally get it. Like, it's just, it's different being, out of your element and stuff.
Nice.
It's compelling shit. It's
Perfect.
compelling shit.
They buy it. They
do.
buy it. They actually sort of feel like a little empathy with you, right? They're like, oh, okay, maybe there's a way to get the technology back without murdering every human.
That'd
on
be
the
nice.
ship.
That's nice.
I'd like
That
that.
would be nice.
So yeah,
Or
Posa.
Enar.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Every Starfleet member
Yeah.
on this ship. I'm sorry, that was
was
racist.
very
That was
racist.
speciest of me.
I would, I'm gonna continue to sort of emotionally pummel this fucking doctor.
Okay.
I want to say, this wasn't their technology, this isn't your technology, this sure as fuck isn't Starfleet technology. Like, whatever it is, whatever you think it's gonna do, we don't want it on our ship. We don't want it in our ship. I would probably start to do something to dismantle it in some way, start unplugging some shit while I'm, berating him. But it's semi-distraction, like, get this fucking thing out of here. And he can fucking leave too for all I care. I don't give a shit, but I just want this thing off the ship.
Well, he's not going to interfere with you if you're going to try to get this bread box out of the infinite transponder.
Okay.
Is that what you want to do? You're just berating him as you're trying to pull this out? Okay, well, as you're pulling it out, you can tell that, actually parts of the cabling have started to fuse, so it's gonna require a little bit more finesse to pull it out than it would to put it in. So, go ahead and give me an overcome roll. We'll say this is, clever.
Okay. Just a straight roll plus clever.
Clever or quick? I will say clever.
Okay. Can I add anything to this, or?
You do have that invocation, so you can roll the dice, and if it's not good, you can use your previous invocation for knowing that there's alien tech when you scanned it. You can either re-roll or add +2, but you don't have to decide until you see what you roll.
Well, I got basically just a 1+ with the roll, and my... Is it quick, you said? No.
Clever.
My clever is
Clever.
+2, so technically it's +3.
So that is not good enough. If you want to use your invocation,
I would, yes.
to add
Yeah, I
+2.
was thinking I would anyway, so...
Okay. So I set that at extremely difficult, which required a +4. If you add your +2 with the invocation you generated earlier, you are able to pull it out. So thank God you generated that invocation earlier, because otherwise you would have not succeeded.
So I just fucking rip it out. And I'm looking at him the whole time, like... And I want to I want to make it obvious that I've disconnected it, like, hold it over my head or some shit, so the aliens can see it.
Okay, sure. Shakel.
Okay. So I'm still in middle panel with Longbottom.
Everything's still lit up like a
I was
Christmas tree.
say, what is the status of engineering right now? What do I need to do technically?
The warp core, in technical terms, is very angry.
That's so technical.
It's mad.
That's so mad.
So, is it like eject the warp core mad, or like can I stabilize it?
No,
It's just
I
to
think
vent
you
some
can
warp plasma, like...
Yes, you need to do some standard engineering things to make it happen.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and...
You know, reverse the polarity.
I'm gonna vent the warp plasma. I'm going
There you
to
go.
change some, maybe like do a diagnostic on some induction coils. I'm gonna really, really try to like just massage that baby.
Give her what she needs.
Yeah, just fucking give her a spa day.
You need to
that's what I do.
decompress
That's
the
me.
antimatter storage tanks.
Well,
my God.
I would obviously be doing that. That's clear. And so I'm doing this.
You gotta do it in order.
Shit.
Yeah, don't fuck up the
Yeah.
order.
Yeah, ease her into it.
Doing the work shit. You guys, I've decompressed the antimatter storage tanks. I've changed out the induction coils, and I'm obviously venting the warp plasma.
You're amazing.
All right, give me a clever roll.
I'm gonna use my jizz cubes for this.
Yeah.
That's why.
And don't forget,
Jizz Cube
you
is on
also.
there.
Oh yeah, you also have an invocation. Don't forget.
All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and use that invocation, and that puts me at 4.
Nice.
Lord, yes, you did a great job. You
Insert great job quote.
were great job. You accomplish all that, no problem. You look like a fucking pro, like you've been doing this your whole life. It's even to the point where Longbottom's kind of slack-jawed, staring at you, impressed with how quickly you moved on
yeah,
that.
Chico.
And you have stabilized the warp core, and for the next turn, you look rad as hell.
It's like glowing slightly.
Yeah, basically, like she's
The wind's behind your hair.
Yeah.
Wait, do you have hair?
I do. It's in a real tight bun. I don't know if you saw the drawing I did of Shakel.
Oh yeah,
in the
but just a
chat.
tendril. Just a tendril
Yeah.
blowing in the
Yeah,
wind.
I got a few out. A few little bits out there just blowing.
Yes.
So, Longbottom's turn is standing up, poking at the panel sort of futilely.
Seeing how great I've done.
And just, like, really impressed by your skill.
Half chub.
Yep, and she says...
Half chub.
She says... What's
I said
that?
half chub.
Oh, yeah, for sure. She says,
She's turgid.
Lieutenant, I'm putting an accommodation in your record.
Oh.
I don't make that noise audibly. That's internal.
You're just like,
So those wreck malts that were coming in the door, come in. And they put their points of their spears to Shakel and Longbottom's back, but they don't attack. This basically, they're taking you, what they think is captive, right? And we'll say the leader, and the one who, has got the cooler outfit on, in the corner, sees Posa hold up the bread box. And he holds up his hand to those 4 Zrekmalts that came in. And he motions for his men to take the bread box from Posa. And they're not escalating this round because Penny, identified with them a little bit and showed a little sympathy for their situation.
Heck yeah.
So, Lox, you see all of this sort of happening around you. What do you want to
I'm
do?
gonna wipe the tear out of the corner of my eye. Yeah, I don't mind keep schmoozing these sexy dinosaur.
Yeah.
Foes.
Don't you have something about that?
Yeah,
question.
seduce, create advantage, flashy, swinging tits.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
this might not be the best situation to swing your tits in.
Have you met Lox?
Yeah, seriously.
Every
That's true.
situation is the best situation to swing your tits in.
Thank you,
What
Penny.
happened to that security team that Takov ordered to engineering?
That was a round ago.
Okay.
They're on their way.
They're on.
Oh, the security team, I don't know. They probably met some Zrekmalts in the hallway.
Fucking
All
useless.
10 of them are in engineering, though.
I don't know. There may be more than
Maybe
10
they
of
shot them all. They're all like writhing in the hallway, like, oh.
Oh no.
Yeah, they gotta take those guys to the infirmary,
not.
probably. I'm sorry.
So what are you gonna do to these guys, Laxus?
What am I gonna? Oh no,
Sexy
yeah, no.
dinos.
I want to like chat with them and schmooze them up.
Just put
Because
your gun away,
I want
hey.
to. Yeah, no, I want to keep them calm, right? Like, hey, look, we're getting that bread box back to you. What are you gonna do with that? What kind of the world? Where are you going? Yeah, I want to schmooze them.
Nice.
Okay.
Seduce, create
Yeah,
advantage.
Yeah. So what is your skill? What does your stunt say?
Seduce to create advantage. Flashy.
Okay.
Moving using my
Might
using my.
specifically have the word swinging tits in it, but there's probably other
Yeah.
ways.
I mean,
So roll a flashy. Roll me 4 dice and add your flashy.
4 and my flashy. Okay.
Yep.
2 pluses, a negative,
Okay.
and a neutral. So
So that's
3.
1
Plus
plus your
one,
flashy.
and your flashy.
Yeah. No, they're totally on board between you and Penny between Penny showing like actual interest in the plight of their situation, and now you just turning the charisma up to 11. You got that winning smile out with those Klingon teeth. The Klingon teeth are kind of
fine.
nasty,
Not the
sharp, aren't
best.
they?
They're a little, yeah, they're sharp.
hey, these
They're
are
not as bad as
dinosaurs.
Ferengi, but
Yeah.
We don't know what
No,
their
I'm just
tastes
saying.
are. They
That's
might
right,
like
they're
my
into
nasty
it.
ass
True.
grill.
It's true.
I was about to describe a typical human smile though, and I remembered you were Klingon.
Yeah.
So
It's not as bad as
you
Ferengi,
you
though.
flash that.
You're right.
You flash that kind of pointy Klingon smile. They like that, like you said, they like that because they like sharp teeth and sharp claws. They appreciate that you're chatting them up. They're not used to that.
I wiggle my Dwayne Johnson brow.
I wasn't sure if you were going to say
They
brow
start
or
to
tits.
think-
Like, I was like, which
Yeah,
one are you wiggling at him?
Both. Both.
He does both. I can do both.
Always both.
Oh yeah.
They're basically connected.
And the leader actually just waved his men down completely.
Yes.
And he said, "Well, maybe we came. Well, no, wait, that's not their voice. Well, maybe we came at this a little too aggressively. We see that you're rational people. We've heard that Starfleet is a violent organization, but I guess we were wrong.
Indeed.
That's right. We're lovers,
And
not fighters.
it winks at you, Loxus.
Especially on this ship.
It's got like the lizard eye that kind of has like a few eyelids. It's got the eyelid on the outside, and it's got like the retracting eyelid on the inside.
Yeah.
Creepy.
Sexy.
So
like
you actually get double wink.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Clip, clip.
Yeah.
Ooh, the inside one.
Yeah.
You really
Yeah.
like me.
It goes horizontal
Yep.
instead of vertical.
Oh,
Ow!
my God. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. One's horizontal and the other one's vertical. Yeah, so it's kind of like perfect.
Excellent.
And then okay, so Chazir hands over. Oh no, Chazir's not doing anything.
Nah.
Chazir just kind of crawls away, just like whimpering. Not very far. He just crawls like a few feet away from the Zrek malts.
He goes into Shimoda corner.
Yeah, basically. Penny, what's up?
So I have an overcome boost to use only, or is the one round thing was them not escalating, right? So
Yeah,
So that was this round.
gotcha. Okay,
Yeah.
seems like everyone's a happy family at this point. So
Yeah, it's not much to do.
yeah. So
You can contact our captain, too.
cool. I'll do that. Well, not my captain, but I mean, I guess I've been in contact with the captain because I've been brought on board. So I'll contact the captain, see what
Yeah.
they'd
When
like
you're
us
on
to do.
this ship, Penny,
I am on
that
this
is your
ship.
captain.
Yes, that's true. Okay, yep, I contact the captain to see if they want us to.
And as you're contacting the captain, Commander, second in command,
Hawkins?
Hawking walks in. And, yeah, we'll say Hawkins. I like Hawkins better
Sorry.
than Hawking. Commander Hawkins walks in. And, it's some sort of androgynous alien.
Okay.
Hawkins?
Hawkins is an androgynous creature, but it's spelled like WHAUQXIN or
Jesus
something
Christ.
ridiculous, right? Right. And Hawkins walks in and kind of looks around and says, "What's the status of the situation?" And we'll be out of initiative now, so you guys can just talk freely, do actions freely.
I put my phaser away and I'm just like, oh god, duh. That's it.
Oh, am I holding for the captain, or am I not talking to the captain, or?
The captain comes on and says, "Has Commander Hawkins reached engineering?"
Then I say, "Just walked in."
Excellent. Well, I will let Commander Hawkins negotiate the situation, and if everything can be de-escalated, I would like to speak to their leader in my ready room as soon as possible.
Alrighty, sounds good.
I guess not the ready room, because she wouldn't bring him on the bridge.
No.
Conference
We'll
room.
conference. Some. I'm sure the starships have more than one
The
conference room.
McLaughlin group room.
Yeah. So she designates a conference room midship, away from all classified information and technology. Yeah.
Alrighty. I'll have someone bring them up.
All right. So, I'll spare you guys the role playing since I guess we've reached about an hour now.
Yeah.
But it turns out you guys all go to the conference room. You hash it out. Chazir stole this technology from the Zrekmalt. He stole it from them because he felt like he had the right to do so, because it turns out after you interview the Zrekmalt a little bit, you realize that they're actually kind of a primitive species, but that they had some very limited spacefaring technology, and they reached a planet with a ancient but now dead race, and they were able to harvest the technology off of that, and most of that technology was specifically related to spacefaring. So they were able to boost up their ships, actually get warp technology, and advance quite a bit further along by several generations of tech, over almost like in one generation. So
Cool.
Chazir had found this out by just by accident, right? Just by rumor at star bases, and he had gone in there and grabbed some technology from them. He's actually quite sneaky. You're realizing this. He's actually quite roguish, as annoying as he is. He's very deft and dexterous and very good at lying. And that really comes out when he's trying to save his hide in the conference room. The captain's not having it. She lodges a formal complaint, obviously, with Starfleet.
Good.
And she dismisses everyone except the four of you at the end. And she says, "Well, I have to thank all of you for handling this situation so professionally. This could have escalated into phaser fire in the engineering room, and you somehow, with all of your training, managed to avoid that situation in the best way possible. I'm going to put accommodations in all of your records. Whatever discommodation Chazir threatened earlier, obviously is null. He's and this is off the record, he's an idiot."
That's right. It is, Captain.
And I want you to all know that I was annoyed with this particular exercise from the very beginning. As you may have picked up on your short time here in the Komodo already, we get a lot of the, what's the Earth colloquial shit.
Fuck yeah, Captain.
The shit end of the stick, would you say, Takov?
Yes, Lieutenant. For some reasons, Starfleet has felt like they can treat us with the least amount of respect as possible. Something to do with, I'm sure, all of our records in the past. But moving forward, I know that with the cool heads on my crew, exemplified by you four amazing women, that we're going to show Starfleet something about what the Komodo can do.
Ow!
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
So she dismisses you, and gives you all a nice little pat on the back.
Can we do the, like, everyone jump in the air and freeze frame to
Yeah.
end
Freeze
it?
frame. Yes.
That's exactly what I was
I
thinking.
think we go to 13 forward first, and we order some spring wines, and then we do.
Oh, did Danny tell you about 13 forward?
No?
Oh, in our one of our first episodes, we do call it 11 forward. So we've decided that there are 2 bars on this particular ship, and 11 forward is just the lounge, and
Okay.
13 forward is the gay bar.
Oh,
fuck
yes.
Yes.
13 forward it is.
Fuck yes.
13 forward it is.
Oh my god.
And obviously the female Ferengi bartender is in 13
Is that
forward.
13
Yeah.
forward?
Yeah.
For sure.
Just a regular cis male human in boring ass 11 forward.
Oh, does he look like Barclay?
He does, yeah.
Oh, God.
Sad.
Oh,
Even
like
less hair.
the most-
No, he's bald.
Oh. No offense to our bald
Yeah,
male.
right?
I'm balding husband.
Oh my god, you bitches are terrible.
Oh,
Yeah,
Penny.
yeah.
Penny, you are, now that Chazir has been discombinated, you have the option. Captain Takov has formally invited you to serve on the Komodo.
Yeah.
yeah, yo.
You can either obviously go back to your, I guess, maybe you were on like
Starbase.
a starbase or something less prestigious than an actual ship. But based on your actions today, she would like to bring you on board.
And to that I say, fuck yeah, ma'am. I would love to join your crew here.
Your
She
ragtag
chuckles
crew.
and says, "You'll really fit in."
Yeah.
Yeah, basically she cocks an eyebrow and shakes her head.
You girls.
And then we all do the jump thing in 13 forward.
Hey everybody, this is Danny, and you have been listening to Memory Alpha. Your host would like to thank Smelly Tooth for our theme song and Roll Music for various other musics on the podcast. You can find us online at MamoryAlpha.com or on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at MamoryAlpha. You can find our other projects and our Patreon at postrepost.com. And if you can't support us on Patreon, you can still financially support us by listening to our episodes with ads. Find that link and the RSS feed details at FamilyAlpha.com.